Hello, my friends. Sorry. I was crafting away and totally lost track of what time it was. So here we are. Let me get my big eyeball out of the way. And let me find the live to make sure we're in the right place. Okay, it looks like we are. Hopefully I'll be able to see comments. I don't know why it doesn't allow me to see comments a lot of times. All right, hello. I'm sorry, my friends, for being a little bit late. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. One, because I'm in full-on prep mode for a retreat this weekend. So I don't have, like, a lot of my stuff's packed. I've been trying to get everything packed up in advance so that I don't have to stress at the last minute. I'm actually going up a day early. So everything needs to be ready to go tomorrow. And I have some other like house stuff that needs to get done. I did leave one of the windows open, so I hope the car noise isn't too loud. If it is, just let me know and I'll go and close that really quick. But otherwise, I thought I would share this month's paper pumpkin with you. So I did a little unboxing video, which will be on my YouTube channel, just so you can see how everything comes. But I love to use some of the exclusive stuff as for scrapbooking too. So I thought I'd put together a little scrapbook page because I take so many beach photos and the dog loves the water so much, and we just love kind of like the ocean vibe kind of thing. I thought these would be really cute for some of the pictures I have. Of course, I didn't have time today to actually pull the photos before I went live, so I don't have those to show with you. My dog just barged in, so that's what that door was. There she is. For those of you that want to see her, she's here. She's supervising. So yeah, she's doesn't like to be excluded. But none of us do, right? All right, so let me turn this around and we will do a little stamping. She just inspected and now she's gonna leave. So I honestly close it more for the cat than the dog because the cat likes to cause a ruckus when I'm live a lot. So I did the unboxing of this one. It's going to be on my YouTube channel later today, probably, but this was the April paper pumpkin. So if you got this one, just be sure to check your stamp. This is what the stamp should look like. It's got like dad, son, some little grass, birds, and some sentiments. So those, I guess some of these went out with the wrong stamp set. So just check your stamps to make sure. But I wanted to show you what the finished projects are. So you get 3 each of the 3 designs. So there's this one, and don't mind my ink. I had a little problem with my ink pad, so you can see that in the unboxing video. This is design number 2 and design number 3. And while these cards are really, really cute, I love them. I just love like these little elements even more. So I wanted to maybe put together a scrapbook page. Oh, and so also is these cute little rocks. Aren't these adorable? These are embellishments, and all of this stuff is like exclusive to this kit. So I think, you know, the little grass and the birds and even this little accent piece here could be really good for scrapbooking too. But I'm going to take a piece of, hold on, let me find Pool Party. I'm going to make, I think, something with Pool Party as my base. We'll use the lighter side, but I love this element here. Like, this one's one of my favorites, so I'm definitely going to use this, I think. And it does pair with one of the new sweets that's coming out in the new catalog called Waterside Retreat. And I could have paired some of that too, but like I said, I got caught up in a project I was doing for this weekend, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time to plan what I was going to do. This is one of the card bases, but I'm thinking I might use it as like a photo thing, maybe, like for a background. So we're just going to kind of pull this together and maybe kind of stick this here. So I'm just using some of the pieces from the kit to actually create a scrapbook page on the fly here. So let me cut some photo mats too, because I like to actually, you know what I have? I have the little placeholders. Let me grab some of those from the workshop kits. So most of the scrapbooking workshop kits come with these little placeholders. So I save them. I don't usually use them on my layouts, but I have them here. So let's kind of pretend that we're going to have a 4x6 here and here. Oh, but then I cover up all that cute stuff. So maybe I want to do some littler ones. Let's do 3x4s here. Maybe over a little bit. And here. Well, maybe we'll keep them really close. Still kind of covers a lot of that shiplap. So maybe I want to use another piece. Maybe I'll put two pieces together. Hold on. Let's just bump that up here. And then do, now I'm going to have too much. Let's see. Like this, right? And then we can still put this here. Let's see if this will work. I don't know. I'm going to pretend it's like one longer piece. Like that. And then we can put one here. And then I could probably do this one now. And then maybe we do, actually, let's move it up a little bit. We could do a couple of the smaller ones down here, maybe. Still covering up a lot of that shiplap. Here, we'll do that. But I think that's better. And then maybe to anchor it, we use another piece of this on this side. Like that. Okay. See how quickly this is coming together? Like, so fun. And I love these little, the little oars are super cute. So maybe we can do something with these down here. And we have this too, but I don't want to overload it. I think I'll use that for a different one. Maybe. There's a little fish, but I don't know, the oars and that don't really work. See, this is where it would actually be really good to have the coordinating stamp set to use, but like I said, I was not that well prepared. So we're just going to use what's in the kit and see how easy this is, right? All right, and then I can do, we can put some journaling on here. I like this. This is working. I could use some of the stamps too. Maybe a little stamp. I'm not going to use the Peaceful Pine because that's not really going to work with this, but I think I'm going to use this little seagulls with the pool party, and we'll stamp some of those kind of on. Oops, let's make sure I don't have them upside down. There we go. We'll put some up there, and then maybe some over here. And I'm going to do it so it's kind of coming out from under here. Like that. Super cute. Actually, we could probably put, I probably shouldn't have done that one. Probably be better over here. Like that. There we go. I feel like I need to do one more now because I did 4 and it should be 5. It should be uneven. So maybe I'm going to do one more over here. Like that. Alright. So, there we go. Hi, Linda. Alright, so we've got that kind of basic layout and it came together super quickly, right? So let's go ahead and do this. So while I'm assembling this, I had some exciting news. If you guys are in the New England area and you like to go to scrapbooking retreat weekends, I actually opened registration for my Craft and Destinations retreat. It's my first 4-day weekend crop since I did Cape Cod Creative Escape in 2019 was my last one. That was my 12th event. And then, of course, COVID shut those down. And I haven't done one since, but here we are. We're going to do it again. So I'm going to just kind of take this apart for a minute. We'll leave those together. And I'm going to just tape these down. My tape dispenser is not handy, so we're gonna just use this tear and tape. I love this stuff. Super easy to use. Probably didn't need all of that. All right, so then we're just going to attach these to the card, or to the scrapbook page. I'm trying to think what I'll put in here. Maybe I'll post a picture of the finished one later. I'll have to go see if I have some good photos. I'm sure I can find something. Sorry, we've got an emergency vehicle going by at the moment, so that's going to get loud. Guess I should shut the windows. It's so beautiful here, though. It's like, I don't know, sunny and 65 or something. I don't know. I haven't looked at what the temperature is, but Shelby and I went for a little walk this morning to enjoy this weather, but I do think we need to go again later for a little bit longer. Maybe we'll walk down to the beach. That will be nice. All right, so I'm going to just take these off. It's a little bit of a longer hike. And sometimes it's not necessarily that I can't deal with the extra walking. It's usually that I can't give up the extra time, especially on a retreat week. I get lots of stuff to do. This morning I was designing a scrapbook page for one of the sticker sheet paper combos. I usually do a class with those at retreat weekends. And so I was using the beach one to do that. I'm going to actually kind of attach this together before attaching it to the page. So we're just going to do a little bit of a regular adhesive here. We'll attach that. And then I think I might want to pop these up. I'm going to just do a little dab of liquid glue here. Okay. I'll leave this for like something that I can journal. And then we'll just sort of glue those together. And I know I'm being very brave actually gluing right on my project, but it's okay. And then I'm going to just, I think I'm going to pop these up. So I'm going to put a little dimensional in the middle there, here, and then we'll put a couple, one here and here, and then maybe one up here, like that. And then let's just go ahead and tape this down first. Okay. And then we'll attach this down here. Oh, somebody came home, so the dog is playing with her toy. She likes to drop that at like 4 a.m. And I hope you guys are able to see everything okay. I am not seeing comments again. So we're just going to put that there. And then we'll attach this with a little bit of regular glue here where it overlaps. And then I'll put some dimensionals on the other side to pop that up. I can't remember before I attach this. This will just sit there. It's going to get tacky, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and figure out where we had these before I get too far. We had those like that. And then this one was kind of covered a little bit, I think. And those like this. And then this was here. Okay, so let me actually attach these. Super easy. Goodness, so many fire trucks and stuff. I hope everybody is okay. Goodness, I always get stressed out when I hear a lot of like fire trucks or police cars or what have you. It might be like post-traumatic stress a little bit for me in some sense too, just because I was a reporter for so long. So those usually meant that one, I would be working, and two, I never knew what we would be walking into, right? Although I will say, luckily, the reason why I made it so long as a reporter here on the Cape in Massachusetts was because it was not a lot of, like, heavy crime stuff. It was typically, you know, I got to cover turtle strandings and arts and culture, and of course I had to do all that other stuff too, but it wasn't quite as bad as being like in a big media market where you're covering a lot of that crime and stuff. But nonetheless, it was pretty negative, and that was one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I think I'm good now. All right, so we're gonna put that there, and then we'll put this. Oh, I used all of this. I have more though. That was actually for my paper pumpkin, but I save all the ones that come, so I have more. Because they are very handy and they're super easy to work with. Alright, so, whoops, got a Shelby hair in there. We'll attach this down. And of course, I could, like, really, like, soup this up and do all sorts of other stuff too, but I'm going to keep it pretty simple, and I'm just using the stuff in the paper pumpkin kit. Alright, so we got that, and then let's put this on with some dimensionals. I'll use the regular size dimensionals. I like to add elements that overlap the photo using dimensionals, because then, whoops, then I can just not, so like it's overlapping two photos, so I want to make sure I can get the photo under there, so I can just take off the two dimensionals that are here and that don't overlap the photo, and that way I'll still be able to get the photos on both of those until I'm ready. It will just hold the place for me. All right, so that's super cute. Now let's just see if there's anything else I want to add anywhere. I could do kind of some little, I don't know that I need to do that, but maybe, you know what we could do is maybe a little blue under here. I could have done it on this side too, but then I'm covering up all my I don't know. I think we're probably good. I will use some of the little trinkets though. Let's put some little pebbles down here like that. I think that'll probably be good. I kind of want to put some more up there too, but we're going to do less is more here. So, although the one thing I could do is maybe, like, I feel like we could put a title here. So maybe we do like a longer panel like that too. And that's where I can either write, maybe put it a little lower, and then we could do a title in there. It just depends on what I'm going to put. So I might use that in here too. It just depends on what the title will be. So, yeah, but I think that's kind of it, right? So super easy to put together using literally just the supplies that were in the paper pumpkin kit. So super cute cards. I love the cards. But I mean, I still have this panel. I still have this card base. That would be a really cute. I have like the back side, which would be a really cute element on the scrapbook page. So I think this one's going to be really pretty. And I might have to do a coordinating page on the other side maybe, depending on what I decide to do for the pictures, because I think it could be really fun. So just wanted to kind of think a little bit outside of the box. If you get the paper pumpkin kit, it is really fun, and there's been some really great designs of recent months. So again, if you subscribe by May 10th, you'll get the May kit, and I should have printed out what the sneak peek is of that. I don't really know off the top of my head. I can post that in the group later. But it's just, there's always just such fun little elements that you can't get anywhere else. So I love kind of playing with those and making some scrapbook pages out of them as well. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm excited for a fun, crafty weekend this weekend. And like I said, if you haven't already noticed, I did open registration for my February event next year in Newport, Rhode Island. If you're local, you can join me for that. That will be really fun. And yeah, I'm super excited for a fun, crafty weekend. And I hope you guys have something fun in store too. And we'll see you all real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.